Welcome back or welcome to the Film and TV channel. I hope you're all staying safe and well. I hope you enjoy this little feature I've got for you today. We are monetized on the channel now, so if you can watch any of the ads or follow some of the links if they're of interest to you, that'd be absolutely great. It'll help the channel going forward. I'd be very much appreciated. And any thumbs up, guys, use that thumbs up, press that notification, pass the word, get me out there. Any of your friends who might be interested in this, if you can pass the word, that'll be absolutely brilliant. We're going to have a look at an animation today. Hotel Transylvania Transformania. There you go, there's a good one. Also known as Hotel Transylvania 4. That's a bit simpler, isn't it? 88 minutes. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay for an animation. When they get to an hour and 45, I do start to worry just a little bit. But 88 minutes is okay. PG rating. I watched this on Amazon Prime here in the UK. It's on obviously a Prime movie. So if you subscribe to Amazon, you don't have to pay any extra. You can watch this to your heart's content. Of course, computer animated adventure comedy film. Produced by Sony Pictures Animation and released by Amazon Studios, of course. And it's the fourth and final. Yes, the final one. Is that the right decision? Possibly. We'll talk about that in a minute. In the Hotel Transylvania franchise and the sequel, of course, to Hotel Transylvania 3 Summer Vacation back in 2018 before I was doing these vlogs. So I've not got a review on that, but I have watched the film. Yeah, it's all right. The film is directed by Derek Dryman and Jennifer Kluska in their respective feature-length directorial debuts. Well done, you guys. From a screenplay by Amos Vernon, Nunzio Randazzo and Gendy Tartakovsky. There you go. I don't know if I got all that right. My apologies if I didn't. Stars the voices, of course, of we've no certain a couple of gentlemen have left this, but not bad. It's okay. Andy Samberg, Selena Gomez, Catherine Hahn, Jim Gaffigan, Stephen Buscemi, nice to see or hear him, Molly Shannon, David Spade, him as well, Keegan-Michael Key, Brian Hull, Fran Drescher, Brad Abril, and Asher Blinkoff. So quite an interesting voice cast. And in this film, yes, Dracula and Johnny, they get on very well, don't they, those two guys, who transform into a human and monster, must find a way. So obviously it's one of these body change things, if you think of the old films that have been done in the past, must find a way to South America to revert back. One doesn't want to be a monster, one doesn't want to be a human, but obviously things could go wrong. There's a time limit on this as well, before their transformations become permanent. They don't want to do that, do they? Certainly Johnny doesn't want to be a monster, does he? He's not that sort of lad. The film was released exclusively, of course, on Amazon Prime Video on January the 14th, 2022. So I'm doing this, I did this little information, my little script, if you like, checking the ratings, etc., on the 17th of January 2022 at 10 p.m. I had a late night. I wasn't up for work the following day. Rotten Tomatoes, well, only 55% of 51 guys who bothered to actually look at this and have a review of it. 55% are positive. It's not great, and an average rating of just 5.3 out of 10, so a lot below what we like to see. And there's 29 fresh and 24 rotten. Peter Bradshaw is rotten. He's from The Guardian. He said, Hollywood's most tiring movie franchise. I think that's a bit cruel. I thought the first one was quite good. I thought the first one was excellent, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Has finally expired, with any luck, in brackets, a bit mean, Peter, in a spasm of pure hyperactive pointlessness. I don't think Peter Bradshaw liked it. Kevin Mayer is sort of fresh on this. He's from The Times here in the UK as well. He said, it benefits from an extremely low bar over which it trots. I quite like that, Kevin. It's nice, but it's not nice, if you know what I mean. The consensus on Rotten Tomatoes, much like a trio of films it follows, Hotel Transylvania Transformania is middling family viewing. Relatively painless, but overall rather uninspired. I think that probably sums it up. It's a bit fairer than Mr. Peter Bradshaw's rotten comments, wasn't it? Let's be honest about it. Rotten Tomato audience, 3.1 out of 5, so that equates, to 6.2 out of 10, so that's okay. That's all right, isn't it? Metacritic, the other critic site we'll look at, 45 out of 100, so even worse than Rotten Tomatoes. That's based on 14 critics, and it scored anywhere between 20 out of 100 and 70 out of 100. Variety's Thomas Laughley only gave it 30 out of 100. He said, the result is yet another wearisome tale that inelegantly depicts themes like acceptance, understanding, and diversity within a saga that has always been rather clumsy with its messaging around such weighty topics. Okay, Hollywood Reporter's John Defoe. We'll finish with him on these critics. He gave it 70 out of 100. And said, Transformania remains sufficiently goofy sweet to please its target demo. Those who find the humour toothless should at least appreciate the distinctive animation, which can be as energetically wacky as classic Looney Tunes. I like that. Internet Movie Database. This is Joe Public now. We got rid of the critics. This is Joe Public. Internet Movie Database score 6.1 out of 10. So it snuck over that magical 6 I like to see. As I say, this is a couple of days ago as I'm recording this, but hopefully it's still over there. 4,099 people scored it anywhere between 6 and 9 out of 10. There were some 10 out of 10s, there were some 1 out of 10s, but I'll ignore them, guys, because it's just unbelievable and not correct. 4,099 give it between 6 and 9 out of 10. 1,707 just scored it between 2 and 5 out of 10. So the majority of people liked it. So that's probably 6.1 out of 10. Seems a bit low based on that, but that's people who actually bother to get on there and leave a score if you like. Right, my little thoughts on this. I've got to echo some of the reviews, both positive and negative. I'm happy. I'm not unhappy to see this as a final chapter because I think it has run out of a little bit of steam in this 4-film franchise. I never really thought it ever really got going again after that original one, which was a fair film in my opinion back in 2012, so 10 years ago as I'm recording this. Even if you look at the Internet Movie Database scores for the 4 films, which I did, film 1 still gets a rating of 7.1 out of 10, so that's very, very good for an animation. The second film got 6.7 out of 10, so there's a slight decline. The third one, that Summer Vacation film, got 6.3 out of 10, so you can see where I'm going with this, can't you guys? And obviously, as you see, this one's getting 6.1 out of 10, so 7.1 to 6.7 to 6.3 to 6.1. So not a total disaster, but the trend is downwards, isn't it? And I can fully appreciate that. Excellently animated, as they all are. I think it's fine and competent as it is. I think one of the critics said that before. The humour doesn't make me laugh particularly. I'd say I sort of quite enjoyed the wackiness of the animation at some times, but the humour's a bit hard. There's not that, it's certainly not a laugh out loud. And I say I don't even remember smiling too much, but as a film, it was okay. It wasn't too long either, which I like about it. It'd been another 5 or 10 minutes short, so it perhaps would have been a little bit better. But as I always say, this is part of Amazon Prime. I subscribe to Amazon Prime anyway, so it's always a good thing when you get something at least watchable on Amazon Prime, because let's be honest about it, guys. Like a lot of these streaming sites, they produce some right guff, don't they? So at least if it's watchable, and it's great for a family. If your family like it, if you like number 3, if you like Summer Vacation, there's absolutely no doubt about it. You should like this. It's just more of the same. For a family watch. For adults, yes, it is pushing it a bit, as I said, but I got reasonable enjoyment out of it, so I'm not going to have too much of a downer on it. It's a little bit routine, and yes, at number 4, I think this is a good time to end it and go for whether we'll get perhaps a live action one in the future. Perhaps not. I'm going to give it 6 out of 10, guys. I'm going to give it my watchable rating, 6 out of 10. I think I'd be churlish to give it any less than that. I'd say I watched it. I won't pretend I didn't do a couple of other things while it was on in the background, but I watched it and I never got an urge, to think, oh God, this is boring. It was okay. It was just simple entertainment without being groundbreaking. And as I said, I think the first one achieved a little bit of interest on its originality, if you like, how it's set. We always like a hero who's a monster in many other films. I can always live with that. I mean, you think of old Duckula, one of my favourite cartoon characters of way gone by. I mean, I wouldn't mind a revival of that, guys. What about you, Count Duckula? How about that coming back on? Something like that. That'd be of interest. But it's okay. It was okay. I'll give it 6 out of 10. Let me know what you think, guys. Anyway, let me say I've not watched this with kids or grandkids or anything, so as long as the kids are liking it as well, what's it matter? And it's there on Amazon Prime, so they can, at the moment, watch it to their heart's content. So, I'm not going to be too negative. There's a little bit of unfair negativity, I think, out there from the critics, but that's how it is. Thanks for watching, guys. Everybody do rest day. Have a great one. Catch yourselves, catch your friends, catch your families. More important, let's all look after each other. It's with me here again on my little film and TV channel. I only ask you to do one thing, please. Stay safe, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.